med bays, only wealthier.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside?
If anyone ever tries to off me, I hope they do it with the same professional courtesy.
Hagen? I've never heard of her. Is she from the board? Damn it. My what conspiracy? Let's talk about this. Please, I think... If you came looking for some elaborate scheme, it isn't here. All I'm doing is trying to keep Halcyon alive.
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving. A recent development, Captain. Apparently someone's broken into the laboratories where I used to work. The board wanted me... The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have. I know. I was there. Thomas was the first to take the gas. A simple test, he said. I told him not to, but he insisted. We learned a lot from his autopsy. Enough that we could try it on each other and know when to stop. No one else died. I must find a cure so his sacrifice isn't in vain. I wouldn't allow us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. It's wrong, no matter what the law says. Everyone agreed. We accepted the risk. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back. It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
Imagine losing something with that many guns on it.
Board cover-ups? Vessels disappearing into the aether? Sounds like the work of aliens to me.
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace. I'd prefer if you didn't use my name when you talk about this. My contract has a list of very... Once we can replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With any luck, our next generation will be eating and thriving on...
Knowing what the board considers a success, that doesn't give me a lot of hope.
I don't understand a word she said. but I don't like her tone one.
We haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. Hardly any at all. But we have to keep trying. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
You know how I feel, boss. If you're a cog in the corporate apparatus, your face is pretty much fair game. That's...
Everything I did was for the good.
I try not to, least when it comes to the moral dilemmas. Lilia Hagen's a useful ally to have, but I'll back you up either way.
I hope you know what you're doing, Captain. The one on the wanted posters? I'll do it.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander? For the last time, I need to get out of here.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine. Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive. Wrong answer.
Halt. Security patrol initiated.
They're on us! Something on your mind?
I hope Dr. Wells has the resources to handle this project.
Here they come!
What was unexpected noise?
That's far enough. My what? Let's talk about this. Please. If you came looking for some elaborate scheme, it is...
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond...
You can write me up in your report. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving. The food we grow here barely... Not for lack of trying. I wanted to save them all, but I wasn't strong enough. There are other teams. We didn't want to experiment on human test subjects. I'm desperate. You could always shoot me. I assume that's why you're here. If I die, there's no... You won't regret this. I'm still far from the breakthrough I need, but you're at least giving me a chance. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Give me one reason.
Make him regret it. That's top-of-the-line equipment. Better than most hospitals, even.
That's far...
If anyone ever tries to off me, I hope they...
Hagen. My what? Let's talk about this. If you...
What are
You can write... Our produce might... I know. I wouldn't allow... I'm desperate. You came to kill me. If I die... The one I'll do...
Doctor!
What choice do I have? If working with Wells is the only way I need to get out of here. For now,
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your... Give me...
Unexpected noise. I'm searching for unauthorized person.
Make him
What? Something's not
Their mistake.
Dead!
Halt. Investigate. Anti-Cleo's pipe patch. All of the benefits of smoking.
Bring him down!
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen. I believe your choice to spare Chartrand would be considered the honorable path, yes? Sublight's money is inconsequential in the face of ethics.
Hey, Max.
Yes?
You really think we all have a purpose? That everything happens for a reason?
I used to think that, but not anymore.
Then, wait, why do you sound so calm? Aren't you getting annoyed?
Not in the least. But I do apologize, Dr. Finhill. It sounds like I have annoyed you.
Fine, be that way.
Greetings, customer.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Rizzo's Knock You Out Bar. A CCN 76 milk chocolate bar with caramel and sweet nuts in it. It's delightful.
Is it done? Well, damn. Contractor grew a conscience. As your employer, I'm both angry and disappointed. I'll add that to your file. Technically, I owe you an exit interview. Care to justify your betrayal of our species? Or are we finished? You're awfully quick to trust someone who offed her colleagues and called out of my office.
This is why I always ask for half my payment up front.
The thanks we get for showing a little integrity.
I said, get out. Time for you to move along. You keep lingering like this, I'm bound to get nervous. I said, get out. Time for you to move along. You keep lingering like this, I'm bound to
Salvage
get nervous.
is a family business. Sublight for life. The corporation's never...
Got any leads on salvage? Miss Lilia takes good care of us, see? The authorities stay off our tails.
Time for you to move along. You keep lingering like this, I'm bound to get nervous.
Miss Lilia says we ain't supposed to talk.
Salvage is a family business.
C&D Borsworth. It's not the worst unless it's Borsworth.
Crew report. Bioka is drunk. Surprise. We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Take your best shot, asshole! That's top of the...
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside?
If anyone ever tries to off me, I hope they do it with the same...
I'll tell you everything.
That's a rare...
What are you doing, Doc?
You can write me up in... I believe... No. I'm just... You came to kill me. If I...
I try not to, least when it comes to the moral dilemmas. Lilia Hagen's a useful ally to have, but I'll back you up either way.
I hope you know what you're doing, Captain.
You know how I feel, boss. If you're a cop...
Everything I did... You won't regret this. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and...
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your... Give me one reason. That'll do, sucker. Now move along. The doc has a lot of work ahead of her.
You ever watch Agent Khan? He's got this ship, right? The Invincible. We got a ship, right? So I got to thinking,
Who'd win in a race? The invincible or the unreliable?
Felix, you watch too many movies.
Hey, you sound just like Nyoka. Adventure serials are my education. Where else am I supposed to learn how to kick a jackass in the chest? That's what being pirate's all about, right?
Hate to tell you, but a lot of the job is waiting for a gig, then waiting to get paid.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship. The groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Activate the rainbow.
Is it done? I see. Not as much as... Interesting. It's possible. I'll have someone look into it. Well, damn. Technically, I owe you... You're awful out of my eye.
This is why...
You think maybe she's got an itchy trigger finger? I don't want to find out.
Time for you to move along. You keep lingering like this, I'm bound to get nervous.
What? What was that? Guess it was nothing.
Don't mess with me!
C&P chicken and potatoes at C&P $3. C&P Borston baked beans. When you need to eat and run, Borston.
A reminder to all crew members, there is only one toilet. We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain. Waste company bullets.
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once? Nothing.
Anti-Creo's facial mask skin screen. Do not operate heavy machinery for
Ah! The dissidents actually took over the refinery.
Spacer's Choice dehydrated water tablets. Just add air. Available in carbonated.
Your best find this week. Go.
Out with it, you wretched contraption!
Nice thing about traveling with the captain, we meet all sorts of new people.
Sure. Best part is when they pay us.
We never really had new folks in Edgewater, except the captain. Kind of hard to make new friends when everyone's already decided they don't like you.
Could be.
This property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited visitors will be fined to the fullest extent. This ultimatum brought to you by Universal That's funny. The minister isn't expecting visitors, and you don't much look like one of those couriers from it. Sure you are. And what is it you're delivering? There's nothing to see here.
Chasing us off already?
Ma'am, please don't cause a scene.
I want you to know I'm holding back for your sake.
Do you have any actual business here? There's nothing to see.
Okay. What? How'd you do that so fast?
Something's
They got
not
the
right.
drop on us. Open fire! I got another fighting me.
Huh? What was that?
Here they come! Everyone all right?
How did you get in here? You! You just slaughtered those guards, and for what? To speak.
Oh, my law. Captain! Captain! So, this is one of the guys who runs the colony, huh? Small room for a...
If this is about another Aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. Slowly and loudly, Aloysius. It's the only way these morons understand. I said you may Then you're not part of Rockwell's That means you're a... But what are you doing here? Drugs, of course. What else? I don't have any drugs. You should try a vending machine.
He's got no idea what we're asking.
Will that be all? Process of elimination. The only of course, of course. It's Rockwell again. Who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way. Chairman Rockwell. He's kept me under house arrest for years. I've long suspected him of transacting business in my name. But this proves...
You've been all alone in this house? Would you like me to make you tea?
Please. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind. Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best lead is to look for details in his office.
This all feels off, Captain. Like when there's a storm coming, but everything's quiet and still.
Believe me, things have been off around here for a very, very long time. A reckoning is most certainly due.
We really gonna do this? Getting involved is a messy business, and it rare.
This is about more than bits. This is about the survival of the colony. Why, this is starting to sound like an... Via the Acropolis District, of course. That's where the most important corporate and government... But only board employees are allowed into the district. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnel. When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office are. Oh, I haven't been allowed up there in years. I shudder to think what Rockwell's done with the place. A gilded minibar, perhaps? A personal theater. The man has too much money and too little... The board's lackeys are none too bright. I simply claimed I'd lost it and hid it somewhere no one would think to look. I merely hid it in a book. No one reads anything longer than... There are a few advantages. Wait! Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound message drone. This is our chance. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact with the Earth Directorate. But they need to know what's happening here. What isn't on it is the real question. I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustainability reports, and more, all exposing the corruption and mismanagement. Once the rest of the Earth Directorate sees it, they'll have to send help.
You're awful trusting for a guy who's been locked in his own house for years.
The Earth Directorate is our best hope. Even Rockwell's resources are no match. And it is hardly in their interest to let... Perhaps there is hope. And now I entrust it to you. What do you think you're doing? Well then, carry on.
What
Here
was
they
that?
come! Bring them down! Ah!
What?
Go, prisoner!
Done!
While sleeping.
Stop them. I'm gonna take a look.
What? Huh?
Find cover!
Gotta do more!
You got it, Captain!
Make him regret it.
Down they go! Here goes nothing! Woo! We made it!
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a...
I don't know about you, but I'm all for living fast and dying young. Their mistake.
Something.
Incoming!
What was
They're
that?
on us.
C&P chicken and potatoes. At C&P, we know our
It's almost time for today's episode. Want to chart?
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch, Triple Flakes, and Purple Berry flavored sour nuggets. Now with 12% more crunch.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave series. We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Anti-Cleo's ketchup. Organic, vegan, and made gluten-free, nut-free.
The dissidents actually...
Spacer's Choice pre-sliced bread. It tastes fresh because it was.
Hortensia to the above.
Out with it, you wretched contract!
Nice thing about traveling with the captain. We meet all sorts of new people.
Sure. Best part is when they pay us.
We never really had new folks in Edgewater, except the captain. Kind of hard to make new friends when... Dr. Ellie, you ever wonder if maybe we got some things in common?
This isn't another thing about wrenches and guns, is it?
Because you're a surgeon and I'm a...
Hey! Stand back! You... I'm part of Minister Clark's personal detail, and that means you gotta keep fighting. Yep, you're looking at the Minister's newest personal guard. The others took me out to celebrate on account of me just getting hired and all. He's basically the most important person in the colony, which makes me the most important guard in the colony. Yeah. That means I got a key to the minister's estate, my own personal UDL-issued shotgun. They don't give those out to just anyone. Yep, I've nearly made it. That's a great idea! I'll have a Spectrum vodka.
Captain, I can smell him from clear over here. I reckon he's had a fair number already.
Sure have, 'cause today's my big day.
He's got powerful good ears, too.
And a powerful thirst. You have a Spectrum vodka for a new pal? Here's to me. Hey, you're really... Wow, listen to me. I'm soaked. I should probably slow down before I... Who am I kidding? It's not every day you get your dream job, right? Wow, you got, like, this crazy energy. Has anyone ever told you that? You're like a manosaur. You got a manosaur energy. Oh, Laws. I gotta stop. I'm seeing at least... I really shouldn't. I'll have the worst hangover tomorrow.
Nonsense. You've got another in you. Doctor's orders.
Guess I can't argue with that. Ugh. Was that one supposed to taste like Purple Berry Crunch? Or am I just... I don't feel so good. I just need to sit down.
You don't much like me, huh, Dr. Ellie?
It's nothing personal. I'm just not the touchy-feely type.
It's just... you seem fine with the others. Did I do something to make you unhappy with me?
You gotta stop taking things so personal. You're setting yourself up for a letdown.
This property is off limits. This ultimatum brought to you by Universal That's funny. The Minister isn't expecting visitors, and you don't much look like one of those couriers from HPS. Sure you are. Typical. Why don't you come back when you're ready to act?
I'll keep it down. Real slick. You got nimble fingers, Captain.
Yeah, huh?
You must... Oh, there. That's one right there.
There's nothing to see here.
Chasing us off already?
Ma'am, please don't cause a scene.
I want you to know...
Do you have any actual... Yeah? Looks like your papers are in order. All right. Go on through.
How did you get in here? You're not one of my...
Oh, my law. Captain.
So, this is one of the guys who runs the colony, huh?
If this is about another Aetherwave clip... Drugs, of course. I don't have any drugs. You should try a...
I don't know if I...
Will that... Process of elimination. Chairman Rockwell. He's kept me under house arrest for years.
You've been all alone?
Please, whatever... How should I know? I've been under house arrest. But there is a way to find... Whatever...
This all...
Believe me, things have been off around here for a very...
We really gonna do this? Getting involved...
This is about... Why, this is... Via the Acropolis, but there might... When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suite. Oh, Wait. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. But... Why, indeed. I know so little about you, much less your... But I'm afraid I don't have many options. Confined. Besides, I've nothing to lose. If you're looking into Rock... What isn't on it is the real... I've gathered meeting minutes, internal message...
You're awful trusting for a guy...
The Earth Directorate is our... Depending on the nature of their response, months at least, perhaps years. Organizing and sending personnel all the way out here is no mean feat. Perhaps there is... And now...
Oh, there. That's one right there.
The Acropolis District.
You could have asked me, you know.
What in the law's name are you on about? Honest mistake. Why don't you come back another time? Yeah, and and seeing as you don't... Hey, I've been trying to get a post at the HHC, but they keep turning me down. Anyway, I've worked here long. What is it now? What is it? What is it? What is... Really? In that, I'll take it off your hands. In the interest... Did I say restricted area? Slip of the tongue. What I meant was, welcome to the...
I never could have handled the desk job. You ever get the urge to just hawk one on the...
State your business. Please? Huh. I didn't realize we were still using those iridescent stickers. I'll just need you to register your weapons with a revised request to carry 32. It's procedure. Now, let's see. Damn it. You don't have to be sarcastic. Look, you don't have time to wait on new forms. and I can't afford the citations for impeding HAC business. So I'm going to save us both some trouble and waive you. Just know there are a bunch of guards upstairs and
Apologies for the wait. I was arranging my stationery. Oh, will there be...
Okay, gone quiet.
Excuse me, just a moment. Is there something I can do for you?
One person gets all this space. Just to sign papers all day?
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work.
Incoming!
That's it! You're coming!
was
Look
that?
Make him regret it!